Good morning and welcome to The Brief. Here's a look at your trending stories this morning. Presidential task force to be established for the protection of children. Masked men attack nightclub in Anuradhapura. Met Department forecasts heavy showers. President Maithripala Sirisena says that a special presidential task force will be established for the protection of children.
The newly constructed three-story building of the Urapala Central College in Attanagalla was declared open by President Maithripala Sirisena today. The building was constructed under the supervision of Chief Incumbent of the Attanagalla Rajamahaviharya, Pannilistri Ananda Thera. A group including former President Chandrika Bandaranaike Kumaratunga were present for the occasion.
As far as I know, the main responsibility of protecting children lies with parents. Some parents may find fault with me for saying this, but a majority of the incidents related to children have happened in the country due to the shortcomings in the caring and protection given by parents or due to their lack of knowledge. I will establish a special presidential task force at the Presidential Secretariat next week. There are many individuals in our society who are like uncivilized animals who have no regard for the law. So it has become imperative that we protect our children from such individuals, and it is essential that we make it clear to parents on the importance of protecting their children.
The owner of a nightclub on Mudita Street in Anuradhapura was stabbed to death last night by an unidentified group. The victim, Vasantadi Soisa, is a reputed karateka who has set many records.
According to the police, a group of about 20 masked men had entered the nightclub around 11:45 last night. 3 workers at the nightclub were admitted to the Anuradhapura Teaching Hospital following the attack, which took place with the use of swords and clubs. Meanwhile, the police added that the assailants had damaged the property at the nightclub. The victim, Alexander Vikramavasantha Disoisa, is a father of 2.
The oldest worker in the hotel rushed to our house and told me that there is an emergency in the hotel and asked me to go with him. When we went there was a huge crowd. There were vehicles which were damaged. Then when I entered the hotel, I saw my father lying on the floor. There was a lot of blood on my father's head. There was no one to take the body. Then I called for help and put my father in a cab and rushed him to hospital.
The victim, Vasantha Disoisa, has set many adventure sport records. Meanwhile, the Anuradhapura police was able to find several pieces of cloth and fertilizer bags suspected to have been used by the unidentified group to cover their faces and body in a lane in close proximity to the Provincial Council building in Anuradhapura. Anuradhapura Magistrate Priyadarshini Karyavasam visited the crime scene today and conducted the magisterial inquest. No suspects have been arrested with regard to the incident, and 5 police teams have been deployed to investigate the murder.
We have not received any tip-off in relation to the suspects. The Anuradhapura police have commenced investigations to arrest the suspects. The reason behind the crime is also not clear. When the motive is uncovered, we can move further in the investigation.
Meanwhile, the police media spokesperson also commented on the allegation that the nightclub was functioning illegally without a license.
This nightclub has been raided by the police on a previous instance for running without a license. However, it is stated that the license was later obtained.
The Met Department is forecasting that showers will continue in several parts of the island due to a persisting atmospheric disturbance. Rainfall of more than 100 millimeters is expected over certain parts of the island.
Sluice gates of a number of reservoirs are being opened due to the persisting rainy weather conditions. This is the Veheragala Reservoir in Monaragala. 6 sluice gates of the reservoir were opened by 6 feet each. Assistant Director of the Monaragala Disaster Management Centre, Ravindra Kumara, said the number of sluice gates that need to be opened may increase with the increase in rainfall. Meanwhile, 2 sluice gates of the Rajangane Reservoir had to be opened by a foot each due to the incessant rainy weather conditions in Anuradhapura. Water is being released from the reservoir at a rate of 600 cubic feet per second into the Kala Oya. Meanwhile, the Putlam Old Manor Road was inundated as the Kala Oya broke its banks. Our correspondent said that the road had to be closed as a result. Vehicular movement along the Hanguranketha Udagama roads and Udavatta road was disrupted due to the collapse of an earth embankment and boulders. Boulders and mounds of earth had collapsed onto the Navimana Somarama road in Mathura, hampering vehicular movement. Our cameras captured this footage of inundated roads in Batticaloa following heavy showers experienced over the past 24 hours. Meanwhile, over 100 people in Samimale have been affected by the overflowing of the Maskele reservoir. The evacuees are currently being sheltered in secure locations. Heavy showers have also caused a significant rise in the water level of the Castlereagh reservoir in Hatton. The Met Department, meanwhile, is forecasting that the persisting atmospheric disturbance over the island will cause more showers.
Rainfall of around 100 millimeters is expected in some parts of the island. However, the rainfall may decrease to some extent from tomorrow. There may be temporary localized winds as thunder showers are expected in some parts of the island. We would like to request the public to exercise caution during lightning.
Well, that's a wrap of the brief for this morning. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Arundhati Mundanayaka.